What is going on, guys? Welcome to my channel and welcome back to a brand new video. So in today's video we're just going to be doing a sneaker collection video. So let's get right into it. So guys, I hope you're doing well and staying safe in the current situations. So to kick off my channel, I'm just going to be doing a sneaker collection video, as I said in the intro, and is the title of the video. So I'm purely just going to be going through everything in here from this side back up to that side, just showing them to you, talking about them, what I like about them, how I got them, and things like that. So let's get into the first shoe. Okay guys, so the first shoe that we have is the Jordan 1 High Lucky Green. Now this is the newest shoe in my collection. I literally just got this, I think, last week. Now obviously this shoe came out, I believe, at the end of last year sometime. I think October, November time, if I'm correct. I could be completely wrong, so I do apologise. But yeah, this shoe came out near the end of last year. As you know, with all Jordans, pretty much all Jordans, but especially high top Jordans, they're pretty much near impossible to get hold of for retail, unless you're really lucky on the sneakers app, or if you know someone with a bot, or you have a bot yourself. I know other places drop them like JD and Foot Locker and stuff like that, so unless you're really lucky with those places, you'll probably end up going to have to pay resale for them. So I've wanted these ever since they came out, just because I like the colour combination of the green and then the red hues that are in here, and then there's red on the front there, and then there's some red on the back as well. Now obviously I paid resale for these. I was just looking around the other day because I saw them pop up on Instagram, and I was thinking, oh, do you know what, I'm just going to have a look if I can find a pair of these. So it ended up that I went on eBay because they were really expensive on Depop. I had a look on eBay and someone was selling my size for a really good price, so I literally just went ahead and bought them. I'm so happy I did because the quality on these is like A1. The leather is so soft. It's like raw leather as well, so you can see like it just frays and stuff. They're just like so comfortable. I do have a couple other pair of Jordans which are over there, which are not going to be in this collection video, but they're quite stiff leather. Those are also Jordan mids, but these are incredible. Now they do come with 3 color choices of laces. Come with black, green, which matches this, and then obviously this red. They come with the black on them, and then the other 2 are in the packet. But I went for the red just because I think it makes it pop a bit more, because obviously the green, you've got quite a lot of green on the shoe already. But the red, like I said, you've got it here, you've got it in the Air Jordan logo, and then you've got it on the back. So I feel like the red in this just pops a bit more. But yeah, I am extremely happy with this purchase for an amazing price. Okay, so the next shoe that we have is something that's new that has just come out. This is the brand new Ultra Boost for this year. This is the Ultra Boost 21. Now I have to say, in my opinion, this is probably the best, nicest looking Ultra Boost that they've done. I do have 2 of the original ones, if I just grab those 1 second. So I do have the 2.0, I believe these are, in the triple white. Now as you can see, these are completely beaten and destroyed. I think I got them off Depop slightly used years ago. They were not this condition when I bought them, but I literally wear these to hell and back, but they're still going, so there's no point in getting rid of them yet. And then also I have the OG Ultra Boost, first ever one that came out, the colorway, the black with like the purple, I think it is. These again I got off Depop, I think they were slightly used, but I just love this colorway and it was the first ever Ultra Boost to come out, so I had to get it. I just feel like the design of this one, it's more in line with the futuristic kind of thing that everyone's going for at the moment. I mean, if you see here the difference, I mean the main difference is obviously the boost. There's 6% more boost in this one, and on the bottom it's got the completely new torsion system, which is meant to be more comfortable. Now obviously this is a running shoe, it's not like a fashion shoe, but with the original Ultra Boost I think they were more of a fashion thing, and I think at the time Boost was quite new. These are more running shoes, but I still think they look pretty cool. I picked them up in the OG colorway of the 21, which is this white with the yellow, because I think the yellow just makes it pop. And then obviously on the sole, you've got some yellow and pink as well. So yeah, I haven't worn these yet because the weather hasn't been great in England to wear these because they are white. But I'm looking forward to wearing these because I've tried them on and so far they're extremely, extremely comfortable. So the next shoe in my collection is the Yeezy 350 V2 Zebra. Now this I picked up from the most recent restock they did of them, which was I think only in EU or only in the UK, I can't exactly remember. Yeah, I've wanted these for ages since they first released. They've restocked quite a few times, but I've never been able to get them, but they seem to have a fair few amount of pairs, and because it was EU only, it was easier to get them, I think. It's just such a classic colorway. I think it's the best 350 V2 colorway. I mean, I have a few 350 V2s, but I just think this is probably one of the best. So the next Yeezy is another 350 V2. It is the 350 V2 Bread. Now again, I copped this recently in the most recent restock they did. I think it's the only restock they've done of them. I can't exactly remember when these came out, but I will pop on the screen the date that they first came out. Just such a clean colorway. I mean, it's all black. The primer is all black, and then you've got that pop of red that says Supply 350, and then you've got the pop of red in the pull tab. But other than that, it is all black. It's such a clean colorway. It pretty much goes with anything. I think it was very popular when it first came out, and the resale on these has been extremely high. I don't know if it's fluctuated much. I don't really follow like resale stuff because I don't resell sneakers. But I'm pretty sure that it's probably about the same. It might have gone down a bit, but it's still just such a cool, clean, and simple colorway. Really, you couldn't ask for much more. So the next colorway is probably one of my most favourite 350s, excluding the Zebras, is the 350 V2 Linen. When I first saw leak pictures of this, I knew that I wanted it, just because blue is my favourite colour, and obviously it's got that sort of grey baby steel blue in the stripe, which is 3M, which you can probably see on the video because I've got a light on, and then around the ankle collar it's got the blue as well. So I do quite like yellow. Now this is more of like a buttery creamy yellow than like a yellow. I'm not really too sure, but I just think that the colour goes really well together. It's such a clean colourway. It's such a great summer colourway as well. Like if you're wearing this in the summer when it's sunny, in some shorts and everything, I just think it's such a nice colorway. So yeah, this is probably my favorite 350 V2 ever, just because the colors are one of my quite favorite colors that I do like. So yeah, but it's just such a great silhouette. Yeah, it's also got the blue on the inside, but yeah, it's just so nice. So the next sneaker is probably one of the most limited ones I have in my collection and exclusive ones. This is the Yeezy 350 V2 in the Hyperspace colorway. This was an Asia exclusive. Again, I can't remember the date that it came out, but I'll put it on the screen somewhere if I remember. But yeah, I just loved this colorway when I saw pictures of it, and then when I found out it was an Asia exclusive, I was so upset because out of all of the ones that released in the regional packs, this was my favorite. A few years ago, I think it was last year, maybe the year before, I think it was last year, I managed to get this for a good price. Now obviously because it's come all the way from Asia, it wasn't cheap, but it was reasonable enough that I was willing to spend it. I think they were slightly used as well, but they weren't really used that much, and I put them in the washing machine and the knit came out like brand new. And also having them in person, like seeing the different hues that are in the knit. I don't know if you can see them in the video, you might be able to see them in the b-roll, but there's like different hues of the colour. They're kind of like a minty, greeny kind of colour, but yeah, they're just so nice, and I'm so happy that I finally got them in the collection, and I definitely won't be getting rid of these anytime soon because of how exclusive they are and how hard they were to get hold of, and of course how much they cost me as well. Okay, so the next sneaker we have is the Yeezy 380 Reflective in the Azure colorway. Now this is, I think, quite a controversial sneaker. This was part of a regional exclusive pack. The other two colorways that dropped were another brownie looking one that had yellow here and a yellow sole, and the other one was the Highlight and Highlight Glow, which was like that green highlighter sort of colour with the black sole. This was the one that dropped in the EU or the UK. I can't remember how I came to get the reflective version. I think it was sitting on Adidas's website. So I thought I would just buy it, see how it looks when it comes, you know, try it with different outfits. Because I mean, a reflective Yeezy is a reflective Yeezy at the end of the day. It's pretty cool. Got it, it came. In the pictures, I wasn't too sure of it. But when it came, I actually really liked it. Again, my favourite colour is blue. It's got that pop of blue. And then it's got like the brown and maroony sort of colours. And then because this is the 3M one, the 3M, when it's not lit up, you can see like the silver hue of the knit. So it kind of adds a bit of like a different hue to it as opposed to the normal non-reflective version. I'd say it's a good colourway for like the winter time because it's brown. So if you go walking or you go out in the rain or a dog walk or anything, it blends in with the mud. So even if it gets dirty, it's not going to show up as much as say like a all white pair of Yeezys. So yeah, it did grow on me when I got it in hand. But at first I wasn't too sure about it, but I'm starting to like it more as well. Okay, so next up we have probably one of my favourite 380 colourways today. Now, some of you might be a bit shocked about this, but it's the 380 Onyx. The reason I like it the most is because I think it's got the most pop to it. Now, you may be wondering why are you saying that, because it's basically a black and grey sneaker. It's pretty much mainly black prime knit, but then the sort of camo glitch, there's also like, I think it's like there's a bit of purple, a bit of sort of like a plum red in it as well. And it's just so cool because it's so subtle, but when you get it in certain lights, it just hits it really well. And then also, obviously, on the bottom, you've got a gum sole instead of just a black sole, which I think makes it pop really well because when you're wearing it, you can sort of see like hints of the gum, and then obviously at the back when you walk and at the front you've got the hints of gum. But yeah, I think it's probably one of my favourite colourways just because of how clean it is, but then it's sort of got that like little surprise of pop of colour, but it's not too much colour. the next sneaker we have is another 380. It is the Yeezy 380 Calcite Glow. This is probably one of the coolest Yeezys I have, and one of the coolest 380s, because at first look, it's pretty much just a all white sneaker with sort of like a bit of like the clear bit here is sort of like a bit silvery grey, just kind of looks like dirty snow, and then around the anchor collar you've also got that sort of darker like dirty white grey kind of colour, and then obviously the sole is kind of all white, but when you pop UV light on this, these glow, and not just the sole, the prime knit on these glows, and it is like a crazy glow. These are absolutely insane because they don't look like much at first, they just look like a white shoe, but then if you've been outside in the sun and you come in somewhere dark, these will be glowing like crazy, like you've got some sort of alien stomper UFO things on your feet. Okay, so the next sneaker is another 380. It is the Yeezy 380 Pepper in the reflective version. So these, again, these dropped in a reflective and a non-reflective. I managed to get the reflective. Now, I really like this colorway. I just like the different shades of colors and hues in it. And then the sole, like the contrast between the colors of the upper, which are all quite light colors, and then this sort of like black grey sole. It's got that alien drip in it as well that was on the 380 Aliens, and yeah, I just like the different colours. I know a lot of people don't like most of the 380s, don't like most of the colourways, but I just think they're so cool because most of them have like so many different colours in the prime knit, and the prime knit pattern is so cool. Just the shape of it, it just looks so futuristic compared to a 350 V2. These do come with the red laces, which I think is why they gave it the name Pepper, because they come with bright red laces, but I like the infinity laces, so I've just left them on. But I have seen people with pictures of the red laces and they do look pretty cool, but I don't really like to cut the laces off. I feel like it's kind of, once you do that, you can't really go back. Now, the next sneaker is another 380. It's probably the most sought after 380, and it is the Yeezy 380 Alien. So this is the first colorway of the 380 lineup, and I think it's probably, I know I said I like the black the best, but it is probably the best colorway that came out, that people like, just because it's the OG colorway as well. The OG colorway is always the most popular. But I mean, it's just so simple. It's sort of like a creamy white. You've got different greys in it. You've got this sole which has got like that drip, alien drip in it, hence why the name Alien. I just think it's probably like, yeah, the best. I managed to get this, I think it was when they did an exclusive release in the UK for End Clothing. I think I got them from. Pretty surprised I managed to get these because I know that these were so limited and the resale on them is so high. But I'm really glad I have them in the collection, and I have worn these the most out of all my 380s. They're pretty dirty and grimy, but honestly, most comfortable, best shoe ever. So the next sneaker is probably one of the most hated 380s, and it is the Yeezy Boost 380 in the blue oak colorway. Now, most people don't like this colorway, and I can completely understand why. It sort of looks like someone's thrown up on a shoe. You've sort of got like these browns and oranges and stuff like that. But again, I just really like it because it's got that blue, and the shoes sort of remind you of like a desert with like a lake in the middle. I just thought they were really interesting, and obviously they were really easy to get hold of because no one wanted them. I'm kind of annoyed I didn't get the reflective version. I didn't win any raffles or anything for these. I think I got these from JD Sports in a raffle. But I just think they're so different. Most people don't have them, but yeah, don't get me wrong, it's a pretty horrible colorway, but I just think it's so nice because it's just so different, and it just looks like a desert really, so it's pretty cool. Okay, and last but not least is a different shoe. It's not a 380, it is the Yeezy 700 V2 in the Inertia colorway. This is probably my favourite V2 out of all of the 700s, probably my favourite 700 because this did come in the 700 V1 colorway as well. I personally prefer the 700 V2s, I just think they look a bit cooler with like the materials and the design and everything. Obviously the sole is exactly the same, but obviously I like this colorway the most because it is the blue colorway. Well, it's sort of like a bluey, greyy with a bit of gum on the sole and then like the hint of orange in the drip. But yeah, I just love these so much. They're probably the most comfortable over these or the 700 V1s. I just found these a bit more comfortable because there was a lot more padding. Like the tongue is more padded and then there's all this knit that's more padded and everything. And I just think these fitted a bit differently and a bit better as well. This is more lower cut at the back. And I just like the overall design of these. They did do another blue colorway in the V2, I think, the hospital blue, but I just think this is a bit nicer because the hospital blue was all one color, whereas this has got different kind of blues and grays, and it's got the orange and the gum sole as well. So yeah, probably my favorite 700 V2 to date. So guys, I want to say a massive thank you to you guys if you've tuned in up until now to the video. I really do appreciate it. Obviously, like I said in the intro video, my channel is going to kind of be doing things like this, like sneaker reviews, unboxings, Supreme unboxings, live cops and things like that. If you've enjoyed this video, if you could leave a thumbs up down below, and if you're not already, if you could subscribe to the channel because it really helps the channel out. I know if you guys are then enjoying the videos because you're subscribing. If you also click on the little bell icon next to the subscribe button, you'll be notified every time I upload, because again, like I said in the introduction video, it's not going to be like a specific schedule because obviously lots of things drop at different times and depends when deliveries come in and everything, especially with the current situation, deliveries are a bit slower. But anyway, I would appreciate if you could do all those steps below, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.